if I could sit down with my 18-year-old self today, the biggest life advice I would give me wouldn't actually be about work or my career. It would be about health, because honestly, in my 20s and 30s, I lived with a lot of drive, but not a lot of long-term awareness. So I pushed really hard. I slept poorly. I drank. I smoked. I didn't consistently take care of my body at all. And by the time I reached 40, I started to feel the cumulative effect of those choices. My energy was waning. I gained more weight than I ever wanted, and I had less resilience. But what I've learned since then, and what modern research strongly supports, is that small daily habits shape our long-term health trajectory far more than dramatic short bursts of effort. So today I want to share 10 science-supported health behaviors that can meaningfully influence your strength, energy, and longevity. Join me. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Leading Life Podcast, the place where leadership meets real life. Here is where we talk about leading with intention, living with clarity, and getting better results for the people we serve every single day. If you're ready to grow, you're in the right place. Right now on today's episode, we're talking about 10 science-backed health habits that will improve your life. Hi, I'm Andy Zook. Welcome to the Leading Life Podcast, where we talk about what it takes to grow, lead, and live with purpose. And after more than 35 years of leading teams, coaching people, and developing leaders, I've learned something important. Your energy is your leadership currency. Your health is your life leverage. So today's episode is about uncommon health habits, not the obvious ones you already know, but the simple disciplines that quietly separate people who merely survive from people who stay strong, vibrant, and fully alive for decades. And why this matters most is people think health is about reacting. They wait till something hurts, or they wait till their weight creeps up. They wait until their energy disappears, but elite performers think differently. They treat health like a strategic investment, because the truth here is simple. If you don't feel strong, you won't think strong, you won't lead strong, and you won't live strong. So here are 10 uncommon habits that can radically upgrade your physical and mental resilience. Number 1, get natural morning light. Yeah, exposure to natural light soon after waking up helps regulate your circadian rhythm. That's your internal clock that controls sleep cycles, hormone release, and metabolism and mood. That morning sunlight signals the brain to reduce melatonin production and increase alertness hormones like cortisol in a healthy, timed way. This will help you feel more awake during the day and sleep more deeply at night. And research in sleep medicine shows that people who consistently get early daylight exposure often experience improved sleep efficiency, better mood stability, and stronger daytime focus, which is something we all want. So even stepping outside for just 5 to 15 minutes in the morning, getting that sunlight in your eyes can help begin resetting your biological timing system. All right, number 2, maintain grip strength. This one surprised me. I have never really heard that before, but yeah, grip strength is increasingly used in medical research as a simple indicator of overall muscular and neurological health. Lower grip strength has been associated in large studies with higher risk of functional decline, increased risk of cardiovascular disease, and reduced overall longevity. Why does this matter? Well, because grip strength reflects total body strength and nervous system coordination. So training it is practical. Maybe just start carrying heavier loads. Perform resistant exercises and used hand grippers, or include farmer carries and hanging movements in your workouts, because these small actions help maintain independence and physical confidence as we age. Number 3, support gut health with fermented foods. Your digestive system is home to trillions of microorganisms that influence immune function, inflammation levels, and even brain chemistry. So, research on the gut-brain axis shows links between microbial diversity and our mood regulation, metabolic efficiency, and cognitive clarity. Fermented foods such as yogurt, kimchi, miso, and sauerkraut introduce beneficial bacteria that can help support this ecosystem. So go eat at that German restaurant down the road. Over time, improving gut balance may contribute to better digestion, stronger immunity, and more stable energy throughout the day. Sounds good to me. Number 4. Walk briefly after meals. Yeah, after eating, blood glucose levels naturally rise. Short periods of movement can help muscles absorb circulating glucose more efficiently. So studies in metabolic health show that a relaxed 10-minute walk after meals can reduce that post-meal blood sugar spike. It'll improve insulin sensitivity and support your cardiovascular function. And this is especially helpful as people move into midlife when metabolic flexibility tends to decline. It's one of the simplest habits with a strong psychological return. Even when I was working in our home office, we had pathways around the office that you could go for a walk after lunch. And a lot of people even had like walking meetings and things like that for 10, 15 minutes, which is a really good thing to do. So just walking briefly after meals can make a big difference. Number 5, use heat exposure to support cardiovascular adaptation. Yeah, regular sauna or heat exposure has been associated in long-term observational studies with lower rates of heart-related mortality. Heat causes blood vessels to dilate and the heart rate to increase modestly, creating responses similar to low-intensity aerobic activity. So the benefits of this is improved circulation, enhanced vascular elasticity, and activation of heat stock proteins that help protect cells. So while it shouldn't replace exercise, strategic heat exposure can complement a well-rounded health routine. And I think it's almost maybe been a year now that I've been doing sauna this late in the game, but I will tell you what, I feel so much better. I do it for 15 minutes a day and I sleep like a baby at night. So if that'll help. Number 6, practice nasal breathing more often. Yeah, it's another one that's kind of unusual, but breathing through the nose improves your air filtration, humidity regulation, and nitric oxide production, a molecule that supports the blood vessel function and oxygen delivery. So the research around respiratory physiology suggests nasal breathing can reduce excessive stress activation. It'll improve your endurance and promote deeper diaphragmatic breathing patterns. It also helps maintain optimal carbon dioxide balance in the bloodstream, and that supports the oxygen that gets released into our tissues. So simply becoming more aware of breathing patterns during walking, exercise, or relaxation can influence your overall physiological calm and performance. Number 7, strength train to preserve muscle and metabolic health, because muscle tissue plays a major role in glucose metabolism, hormonal balance, your bone strength, and your injury prevention. Studies consistently show that individuals with greater muscular strength tend to have a lower risk of chronic disease, improved mobility later in life, and higher overall functional capacity. So strength training 2 or 3 times a week can help preserve lean mass, support your posture, and improve daily physical confidence. It's one of the most reliable long-term health investments available. You guys hear me talk about it all the time, but I absolutely love the hour to 2 hours a day, if I can get 2 hours at the gym. Number 8, protect sleep as a non-negotiable recovery tool. Sleep is when your brain consolidates memory, the immune system strengthens defenses, and metabolic hormones reset. Chronic sleep restriction has been linked to cardiovascular risk, impaired glucose tolerance, reduced cognitive performance, and higher emotional reactivity. Creating consistent sleep timing, limiting late-night screen exposure, and maintaining a cool, dark environment can significantly improve your sleep quality. Better sleep often translates into better decision-making and sustained daytime energy. Number 9, maintain meaningful social connection. This is a big one because long-term research into aging has found that strong relationships are one of the most reliable predictors of health longevity. Positive social interaction helps regulate stress hormones like cortisol and increases beneficial neurochemicals such as oxytocin and endorphins. This can contribute to improved immune resilience, better cardiovascular markers, and enhanced emotional stability. Regular conversations, shared activities, and supportive relationships are powerful forms of preventive health. And I think a lot of people don't really believe this, but it's science-backed, it's proven. If you look at Dan Buettner's blue zones, if you take the several countries that he studied where they have this, people that live the longest lives, one of the number one things that they all have in connection is social fitness. Like social connection is thriving and well in their lives. So believe it, maintaining meaningful social connection is important to your health. Lastly, number 10, build simple daily stress regulation rituals. Yeah, modern lifestyles are really keeping the nervous system in this prolonged alert mode, which can increase inflammation and accelerate physiological wear. I mean, no wonder why everybody's anxious all the time. Practice things like slow breathing, meditation, journaling, or just quiet reflection, because that can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's recovery state. Research shows that even brief daily stress management habits can lower resting heart rate, improve your blood pressure regulation, and enhance emotional resilience. A few intentional minutes each day can help restore balance. And maybe it's just stepping outside for that morning sunlight like we talked about. Or maybe it's taking a short walk after dinner. Maybe it's committing to 2 strength workouts this week. Maybe it's putting your phone down earlier so you can protect your rest at night. Just choose one of those behaviors and start there, because lasting health improvements rarely come from extreme motivation. They come from consistent, repeatable action. And here's something powerful you can do. For the next 7 days, track that one habit. Write it down. Check it off. Build evidence that you are someone who follows through. And if this episode gave you that value, I want you to share it with one person that you care about. Because sometimes the greatest leadership we show is helping the people around us live longer, stronger, and healthier lives. Your future self is being shaped by the decisions you make today. So start small, start steady, and keep moving forward. Health is rarely shaped by one dramatic decision. It's shaped by patterns. Small behaviors repeated daily influence how we think, move, and feel. So that is my episode. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it, because leading your life well isn't about perfection, but it is about awareness, courage, and choosing what truly matters one day at a time. I would say your health should be pretty high up there on what truly matters. I hope this impacted you for the better. And if it did, please leave me a rating and review on whatever platform you are listening to me on. And please hit subscribe so you won't miss another episode of the Leading Life Podcast. Until next time, lead with purpose, live with intention, and keep becoming who you are meant to be. But most importantly, go out today and be the hero of somebody's story. I'm Andy Zook. This is the Leading Life Podcast. Care for your health. Keep building that future you'll be proud of. I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.